What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man Chazz Ellis. Once again, giving you the information that you asked me about. Um, Today, and what I've been trying to do is take some of your questions because I'm getting a large volume. So I've been trying to take some of the questions and just like put them together and turn it into one answer that fixes a lot of the questions. I've been doing what I think is pretty decent with that here lately. If you don't think it's decent, well, forget you then. Stop being so critical. No, I'm just, but yeah, I've been trying to do that. So anyway, I got a couple questions, and one that really stuck out was a lady said, that dating was hard out here, and she wanted like me to do something for female dating, to help women date. So what I did, she was like, can you do something like the Thirsty Girls Guide to Dating? I don't know if I'm gonna call it the Thirsty Girls Guide to Dating because I don't know if people want to be called thirsty, and I don't know if that's accurate for everybody. I don't know. Maybe it is, but what I want to do instead was basically what you was talking about. But what I did right is I felt like I looked at a lot of stuff that other people was talking about in terms of telling women a lot about information about dating and stuff like that, and I felt like most of the time when people give women information about dating, it's usually to tell them how to pick a guy, or it's to tell them how to disqualify guys or something like that. But that only works if you have a guy to disqualify. You know what I'm saying? Like that only works if a dude is interested in you. I think a lot of times when you read a book about female dating or something like that, it assumes that women just have an abundance of dudes to pick from that's knocking down their door. And from what I get from women, from the questions they ask me, that's just not true. A lot of women are struggling out there trying to find somebody that just to take them out on a date. And I'm looking at the pictures of the chicks. A lot of times, it's not like they're ugly. So, I mean, it's not that simple. So what I did was I started thinking about some of the things that cause women to struggle and have these problems. And really, for me, I looked at it, and there are three most common mistakes that I get from all the women I talk to, all the women that I've ever dated, which is a pretty decent amount, all the women that I know and friends with and cool with and stuff like that. There's three mistakes that they make most often, and they're trying to play hard to get, not staying focused, and having sex before they get a relationship. Like those are the three, to me, from what I've seen, those are the three most detrimental things to a woman's relationship. So I figured I'd start there. So if we could clear that out, maybe we can start working on getting a better situation for most of the women that's out there. The number one on playing hard to get. Most women that I know, when they start talking to a dude, they have this thing where it's like, let me try to play this game. Let me try to pretend like I have something to do today when I really don't. Let me try to pretend like I'm not interested in this dude when I really am, because I don't want to look thirsty, or I don't want to look lame, or whatever the case may be. I don't want to look like I'm really into the dude. And what that does is it actually attracts assholes. Because what you have to understand is when you do stuff like that, it attracts men that want to chase. And men that want to chase don't want to stop when they catch you. They want to catch you and then they want to go chase somebody else. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's how men are. It's like if you catch a man that wants to chase, he wants to catch you and then he wants to chase somebody else. So when you're doing the playing hard to get thing, you get dudes that are in chase mode. And you kind of scare away the ones that ain't. They'll get tired of it. They'll go, well, I don't know if this girl really likes me. I'm looking for somebody I can settle down with, and I can't really tell if this chick likes me or not. So, you know what? I'm just going to go try to do something different. Because I think she's wanting to play games. But guys who want to play games will keep talking to you. So then you keep running into the same type of dude over and over again, and you're wondering why. So I think playing hard to get is worse than looking thirsty. That's just my thought process. Playing hard to get is worse than looking thirsty, because I see people do both, and one attracts the worst kind of guys. And now I'm not saying look thirsty. I'm not saying look thirsty. Look like a person. Act like you know, if somebody shows you they like you and you like them back, then just show them that. That's not acting thirsty. That's just acting like a person that likes somebody. But don't pretend like you don't like somebody that you do, because I think it turns people who really like you off and clicks a switch for the person that just wants to chase you. But when they catch you, they're going to go get somebody else. So that's number one. Playing hard to get. Stop doing that because it doesn't work. When I say not staying focused, I mean this. A lot of women have like so many different things that they're focused on at one time. Now, that's fine. You got to work. If you got children, you got to take care of them. Family members, friends, things of that nature. I get that. But when I'm talking about staying focused, I mean, a lot of women say, I want to get married. This is what I want. It's like, cool, you want to get married. They meet a guy and they want to go out with their friends every weekend. They still trying to talk to 2 or 3 other guys to hedge their bets. Like, yo, if this don't work, I'm going to have these 2 or 3 other guys on deck. And then they got all the other stuff that they have to do, like with their family and their work and stuff like that. And it's like, they ask themselves, well, dang, why is nobody ever serious about me? Why can't I find a guy to really be with me and make me happy? And the answer to your question is because you're not staying focused. You're not focusing on what you want. You can't be talking to 3 dudes and expect for any of those relationships to flourish, because you only have so much time in the day. And contrary to what people might believe, whoever spends the most time on target with a dude is going to be the person to get him. Here's what I mean. If you meet a dude on Monday, y'all talking back and forth and stuff like that, and he's talking to some other people that he kind of likes, he's kind of making a decision on who's going to be the girl that he really wants to be with. Now, you meet that dude on Monday, and he's like, we need to go out this weekend, we need to chill, I really want to spend some time with you. And you're like, I'll see what I can do. And then your girls call you and they're like, yo, let's go out this weekend. Man, don't worry about him. You need to go out some other time. You can go out with him some other time. You're looking all thirsty if you go out with him. So you listen to them and you go out with them. And he goes out with one of the other girls that he was trying to talk to, and he builds a bond with them. So what you're doing is you just missed out on one opportunity. She's got a head start on you. You missed out on an opportunity. Then you're still talking to these other dudes on the phone and stuff like that and trying to make something work with them. So what you're doing is with every one of these guys is you're spending so much time building small relationships with 3 guys, plus spending time with your girls, plus spending time with your family and all this stuff, that you don't have time to build a big relationship with one person. Because there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so many days in a week. And if the other chick is spending 5 days out of the week with this dude and you're spending 1, she's scooping you. Because at the end of the day, she's going to know what he likes. She's going to become his girlfriend, and you're going to fall by the wayside. That's what's going to happen. And that's going to happen with all 3 of the dudes. Every dude you talk to, the same thing is going to continue to happen with. People are just going to stop calling you all of a sudden. You're like, damn, why did dude stop calling me? Because you're trying to juggle 3 people and you're trying to go out with your friends every weekend. You don't have enough time to develop a real relationship with anybody. What you are just a chick that they call every once in a while. And here's the problem also. What happens is you prolong these relationships over 2 and 3 months doing this crap. You try and talk to 3 guys at a time. You prolonging this relationship over 2 and 3 months. So it gets to the point where now this dude has been talking to you for 2 or 3 months. For him to keep any level of seriousness about you, you're going to have sex. So now, to keep maybe 2 of them, you end up having sex with 2 people at a time, which makes it even less likely that they'll start taking you seriously. You know what I mean? So now you're in a situation where you're just having sex with 2 people at a time. Because that's what you have to do just to keep these dudes interested. And you're still trying to hang out with your friends every weekend. So these guys are making less and less of a level of commitment to you because you're not making a level of commitment to them. You got to stay focused. Stay focused. You know, if you want a guy and you like him, spend some time with him. See where that situation goes. Because another news flash that a lot of women don't know about is if you don't get a relationship going within a month, you probably never will. Dudes know what they want right off. We know what we want right away. I know we might say we don't. We might pretend like, oh, I need time to think. Usually when we say we need time to think, it's because we just don't like you that much. And we need time to keep you around for a while until we find somebody we actually do like. So what you got to do is you got to make sure that you use your window to the best of your ability. You capitalize on that window. And that means you got to stay focused. Don't try to shoot in a bunch of different windows. Focus on one window. That's going to help you be more successful. Because I'm seeing women do this thing where they're not staying focused, and it's just completely destroying them. Another thing, and this is one of the big ones also, having sex before you get in a relationship. For whatever reason, I don't even know what it is. I can't really even pinpoint it. For whatever reason, women have gotten in their mind that they have to have sex with a dude to get him interested in them. Like, I want to have a dude interested in me. I have to give him some sex. I got to give him something. You know, and I know your mom probably told you back in the day, a man ain't going to buy a cow if he can get the milk for free. As ridiculous as that sounds, it's true. It holds true. A man is not about to be with you if he's already slept with you. And the reason why is, don't get me wrong, relationships do come out of that. Like, the dude smashed before he got into a relationship with you. It does happen. But what normally happens is, you have sex with a dude, like, most women have sex within the first 3 dates. That's true. Do the calculation in your own mind and say, damn, you know what, I do have sex with dudes in the first 3 dates. And that's usually what happens. Most women have sex with a guy that they like within the first 3 dates. So because of that, what happens is, if in that first 3 dates, you haven't established where you're in a relationship, you get to a point where you have sex, say you have sex on the first date. Okay, you have sex on the first date. It's expected for every time I chill with you now for us to have sex. Because otherwise, the relationship will deteriorate, because it'll look like, okay, you had sex with me before, and now you're not. What, you know, it becomes an argument. You know, so there's no going back. So when you have sex early like that, what happens is you become in audition mode when it comes to sex. You get in audition mode because he hasn't committed to a relationship with you. He just had sex with you, which means he's probably still having sex with other people, still talking to other people, still around other people while you guys are having sex. So now you're friends with benefits, which is an uphill battle. Because you're not in a relationship, but you're having sex. That's tough. And it's tough to get up out of that situation. Here's the problem that you're going to keep running into is you're going to be in audition mode. So you're going to be having sex with this dude whenever he comes around, anytime he wants it pretty much, and you're going to be trying to do stuff to get him to want to be with you because you've already given yourself up. And now you're trying to make sure you get something out of it. Like a relationship comes. You're going to get real thirsty. It's going to happen. That's the way it is. So what's going to happen is you're going to be in audition mode for him. So you're going to be giving him sex, giving him sex, giving him sex. So say it does turn into a relationship. Well, you're going to get tired after a while. You're going to be like, damn, you know what? I don't feel like having sex tonight. After you was giving him sex every day when y'all was first starting to try to get together. And y'all didn't have no relationship. So what you're telling him is he gets more sex out of a relationship with you than he gets when he's in one. So why should he want to be in a relationship with you? You see what I'm saying? When you give sex up before a relationship, basically what you're doing is you're telling a person that there's really no reason to be in a relationship with you. It's easier to be where you're auditioning. You know, so you're going to end up giving your best sex to people who are not with you. You're going to end up doing all the freaky shit for dudes that ain't even in a relationship with you. Because by the time you get in a relationship with a dude, you're going to be tired of doing a lot of that stuff. So that's why I say don't have sex before you get in that relationship. Hold on until you get a relationship. Until you like, yo, we're together. And then you make it a reward for him. Like, yo, we're in a relationship. This is what I do for a dude that I'm in a relationship with. Respect level goes through the roof. When you do that crap where you had sex with the guy before the relationship, and then he's like, look, I want you to hang from this chandelier. When you get in a relationship and you're like, no, he's like, well, damn, I guess you just fuck anybody. Because that's how he's going to be thinking. You're probably like, what? Because the fact that you won't do this type of stuff for him, but you had sex with him before you was even in a relationship, tells him that you'll just have sex with anybody. That it wasn't because he's special. It's just that you have sex with anybody to get him to date you. So you got to make sure that relationships seem special to a guy. Like, I'm having sex with you because we're in a relationship. If I'm doing this freaky stuff for you, it's because we're in a relationship. I wouldn't do it for some dude that I didn't know. Or for some dude that, you know, we just went out on a couple dates with. You're getting something special. So that's something y'all got to think about. Stop with the playing hard to get. Get your focus right. And don't do the sex before relationships. Because that's just going to put you in a friends with benefits situation. Hope I can help you out with what I said. If you liked what I said, put a comment in the box below. If you didn't, put a comment in the box below also. If you got any other questions for me, just hit me up on Ask Chazz Ellis. You know the channel, you own it obviously. So just hit me up. You give me an inbox or hit me with a comment or something. Also hit me on Ask Chazz Ellis on Facebook. I'm also on Ask Chazz Ellis on Twitter. Whichever one you want to follow me or whatever the case may be, hit me up. And subscribe. Click the subscribe button. That changes everything. When you don't click the subscribe button, they don't really know you watching. They see some views, but they don't really know how many people watch. So click the subscribe button. Once again, it's your man, Chazz Ellis. Peace.